Hello and welcome to another edition of We Stream, the official reaction channel of epic rap battles of history. It is President's Day, so in honor of President's Day, we're going to be checking out one of my all-time favorite epic rap battles of history, Barack Obama versus Mitt Romney, with special appearance from Abe Lincoln. Before we get into all of that, if you are new to this channel, I'm a musician. I make my own content that you should check out.
These talented phonies are leaving a bad taste. Loser, everybody says it every day that I'm a weirdo. Cannot put it any other way, I'm just a psycho.
Also, if you're curious about this extra mask, it's because people on my Patreon who are a high enough tier get a mask. That's being shipped out today, so if you want one like this, hit me up on Patreon, or you could go to WeSkeem.com and buy one. Also, I have a Discord. If you're a Discord person, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff that goes on there. The link to the Discord is in the description. And that's the plug. So, we're gonna get into this. We Skeem is here with us today. Hello, We Skeem. Guess he's got nothing to say right now. So I'm gonna just be watching this, reminiscing, enjoying. I remember this battle very, very well because I've seen it so many times. And we're just gonna be breaking down what the bars are, talking about maybe some of the things that have changed politically since this battle happened. And let's just get into it. Happy President's Day, by the way, for the United States viewers. It's a fake holiday in the US as well as anywhere else.
I'm not gonna let this battle be dictated by facts.
And here we are, pausing already. If you're new to the channel as well, we pause a lot. So, not gonna let this battle be dictated by facts. This is a reference to during Mitt Romney's campaign, people were fact-checking the stuff he was saying about Barack. And they were like, this stuff isn't even true. And he's like, look, I'm not gonna let this campaign be dictated by fact-checkers. In other words, I don't give a crap about the facts. I'm gonna say what I want to say. At least he was kind of honest about it there, right?
I'm rich! I've got fat stacks and super PACs!
He's rich. Do you need explanation for that? Super PACs? It's a political thing. Super PACs are unlimited funding for your agenda because in the United States, as in many countries, elections are bought. They're not really won so much as people would like to believe. It's not bought to a full conspiracy level. It's just bought to the fact that to get on the platform to be considered as a presidential candidate, yeah, you got to buy that. Then the people get to decide between the two pieces of shit that we have left who wins.
We all know what.
Also, I should make a point that it was never intended in the US to be two pieces of shit. It was intended to be multiple pieces of shit to choose from. But we ended up with a two-party system, which has, made the country worse and worse all the time.
By facts! I'm rich! I've got fat stacks and super PACs! We all know what went down in that 2008 election! You're a decent politician with a winning complexion!
First time he got elected against John McCain, he's saying you got elected because you were black. Everyone was sick of white dudes being president. McCain was another boring white dude, so you got elected because you were black. Half black, mind you. And there's some truth to that when you look at the numbers, but McCain also just wasn't a good candidate.
That 2008 election, you're a decent politician with a winning complexion. You're all Barack and no bite, but no change, and we're all still hoping.
Barack and no bite, like a dog, all bark and no bite, you get it.
With a winning complexion.
I guess I'll explain it since this is a breakdown video more than a reaction. Barack but no bite, like a bark but no bite, like a dog, and then Barack Obama was habitually known for saying a lot of stuff but not doing a lot of stuff. Right, We Skeem? Alright.
You're all Barack and no bite, but no change, and we're all still hoping.
No change, we're all still hoping. He ran his campaign on change like Trump did, make America great again. Barack Obama did change and hope. And there's these posters, the red and blue posters that said hope and change, which anyone who had half a brain cell at this time knew was just a bunch of hocus pocus bullshit. Just like anyone with half a brain cell knew the Make America Great was a bunch of hocus pocus bullshit. But a lot of people are very easily manipulated, and most of the people who vote are not very intelligent. Let's just face it, based on law of statistics, half of the people you meet are below average intelligence. So half of the people voting are dumber than the other half. That's just guaranteed. So you have to appeal to the dumb half anyway. And the dumb half are more likely to vote because the dumb half think their opinions are worth more than they are, because that's how stupidity works. So if you want to study how human stupidity works, it's very interesting. The less you know about a topic, typically the more confident you are because you don't realize how much about that topic you don't know. So the smartest people in any given field are going to be the ones that acknowledge there's a lot I don't know in this field because I understand how much depth there is. And the dumbest people act like they know everything. So you come up with slogans like hope, change, and make America great again to appeal to the dumb masses.
Then you'll shut your mouth like Guantanamo Bay, they're both open.
Shut your mouth like Guantanamo Bay, but they're both open because Obama said, I'm going to close down Guantanamo Bay. And it was another thing he said he was going to do, but he didn't, because he looked at Guantanamo Bay. He's like, I don't think we can close this place down. There's a lot of crazy, evil people here. We better leave it open.
Been no change, and we're all still hoping that you'll shut your mouth like Guantanamo Bay, they're both open. You're from the Windy City where you're looking pretty with your blowhards, but come January, you'll be left evicted and with no job. Wrong.
Windy City, Chicago. Technically, Obama's from Hawaii, or some people would say was born outside of the country. Who knows? But if he was born inside the country, it was in Hawaii. But he grew up in Chicago, so he says he's from the Windy City, which is Chicago. And then he calls, his cohorts blowhards. Blowhards are people who amp you up too much. So basically, like hype men in rap would be a good comparison. Which is interesting because Mitt Romney is his own blowhard, essentially. And then he's saying in January, the time that the old president leaves, the new comes in, you'll be evicted with no job, evicted from the White House, not have a job as president. That didn't happen. Mitt Romney did not win the election.
Rhyme stronger than my jawline.
Stronger than his jawline. Like, Mitt Romney's got like this squared, chiseled out jaw.
And you
handsome rich boy.
Will be left evicted and with no job. Raw rhyme stronger than my jawline when I spit a phrase, knocking you harder than front doors in my old mission days.
He's a Mormon. Mormons go on missions and knock on front doors. Religion thing.
You see the silver spoon, this the mass out of debt.
Silver spoon. Rich people, they're told, you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth is the turn of phrase for someone who's rich and born into wealth, which Mitt Romney was. He's saying he took that silver spoon that you would try to use against him as being born a rich kid. He dug Mass out of debt, Mass being Massachusetts. When Mitt Romney became the governor of Massachusetts, Massachusetts was in extreme debt. By the time he left, they had like a several $100 million surplus in their budget. So he absolutely went with his silver spoony self and fixed the economy and debt in Massachusetts. So it's a flex, and it's an accurate flex.
Took you 4 years to drop unemployment down below 8%.
Took 4 years to drop unemployment below 8%. The economy was not good after George Bush Jr. was done with his presidential lifespan. But Obama did not do a lot to fix it very quickly. And he put the air quotes under unemployment under 8% because it's very hotly debated whether or not the statistics... Hold on. Anyway, it was very hotly debated whether or not the statistics about unemployment and stuff that came out during Obama's, re-election campaign were accurate, because it didn't seem to be sensible, and it didn't come from the same institutions that those statistics usually would come from. It was all sorts of hazy. That's why it's like below 8%. Realistically, the best unemployment improvement in a first 4-year term of a president in recent memory actually happened under Donald Trump, for as much people hate the guy. And you might say, well, that's because of the economy that Obama left for him. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be that way, but I'm not about to get into all that. In any case, Obama made a lot of promises about economic reform and change, and he didn't do any of it. And you could try to debate why that was, but at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is he didn't impact the change that he said he would, and that's what Romney's pointing out.
Feel that, Barry? Your old news. Everyone's having doubts, and your rhymes are as weak as this economy that you've done nothing about.
Call him Barry, Barack, Barry. So he's saying everyone's getting bored of you and they're having doubts because nothing's changed like you said it would, and now you're old news.
Everyone's having doubts, and your rhymes are as weak as this economy that you've done nothing about.
I kind of already talked about him doing nothing about the economy. Yeah. Here's your ball. Come on, take your ball. Don't throw it at me. Oh, yeah?
I'll be a vicious businessman, cause Romney's stealing this race. I'll go Bain Capital on your donkey ass, restructure your face.
Bain Capital. Mitt Romney started that little guy. He's saying he's gonna, you could call him a rich, nasty businessman, but he's what this country needs. The Bain capitalist to restructure everything. So,
Cause Romney's stealing this race. I'll go Bain Capital on your donkey ass, restructure
donkey is the symbol of the Democratic Party. Elephant for Republicans.
your face.
They say your father was a great man. You must be what's left.
Can we take a moment to appreciate the spot-on Obama that they got for this? Father was a great man, you must be what's left. Romney's father was known as, a very generous, good dude. Mitt Romney, not as much.
Need to stop hating on gays. Let them teach you how to dress.
So stop hating on gays, let them teach you how to dress. Obama's not one to talk about this because in his first campaign in 2008, he said gay marriage was bad. He changed his mind in 2012 because it fit the political climate better. So it's hard to say that he was like all pro gay rights until it was convenient to him is when he really was. So, but Romney never was supporting gays, obviously, Mormon against his religion, and Romney was not a good dresser.
You got the mama jeans and a Mr. Fantastic face.
Mama jeans, Mr. Fantastic face. He does wear them mom jeans. He needs to get on Queer Eye. That's a great show on Netflix. And Mr. Fantastic face, because Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four's got the chiseled jawline, white guy look.
So rich and white, it's like I'm running against.
I like that the ad-libs in the background are just
Jeans and a Mr. Fantastic face. So rich and white, it's like I'm running against a cheese.
He's rich, he's white. Cheesecake descriptors are often rich and white is how that's versed. So you're so rich and white, it's like I'm running against a cheesecake. That's actually a very good joke. You want back down yet? Bobbing all over the place? He's just not having it today.
Republicans need a puppet and you fit.
Republicans need a puppet and you
Got
fit.
their hands so far up your rear, call you Mitt.
I love that line. His name's Mitt Romney. Yeah, you like that line too? Uh-huh. Name's Mitt Romney, like a mitt puppet up your ass, right?
Head of state, you're like a head of cabbage.
Head of cabbage means a stupid person.
About to get
Head of state is the president.
smacked by my stimulus package.
Stimulus package, an economy booster, federal government funding. It's usually not a great idea, as we saw by the results of what Obama did. Also a dick joke.
You're a bad man with no chance. You can't even touch me. I got 4 more years. 2 terms. In the White House. Just trust me.
All right, can't touch me. MC Hammer. 2 terms, 2 chains. So a bunch of little kind of rap jokes mixed in with the idea that he's going to get reelected.
You can't even touch me. I got 4 more years. 2 terms. In the White House. Just trust me. I hope you saved your best rhymes for the second half. Because right now, I'm 47% for kicking your ass.
All right, the 47% through kicking your ass, because Mitt Romney said that 47% of people have already decided to vote for whoever will give them the most shit, which is kind of a true thing, but it backfired because people don't like being told that. And then Romney, I think, only ended up with 47% of the popular vote, which added to the irony of his 47% statement. And the type of people that should have voted for Romney didn't, and it's all sorts of things. People are just dumb. That's the moral of the story. Yeah.
Whatever! That 40% thing got you real mad. What did it remind you how many decent parents you had?
Ha, because his dad left him.
Look, I respect our religions, but it might get crazy if the White House is a first, second, and a third lady.
First, second, and a third lady, because Mormons, at least back in the day, not as much anymore, practice polygamy. Tons of wives, that's what it is.
Ha! Don't bring up wives, man! What are you doing? You got hitched to the female version of Patrick Ewing!
That's, depending on what side of the fence you're on with Michelle Obama. Some people are like, she's like a butch, crazy lady. Other people are like, she's the most beautiful goddess alive. I think she's somewhere in between.
Let me be clear. Don't get it twisted. We'll see how pretty your face is after my fence has kissed it.
You get it.
You're a stuttering communist.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know about communists, but the stuttering thing, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're stupid.
You're stupid.
Nuh-uh.
And let's bring in Abe fucking Lincoln.
I am the power invested in me by the giant bald bird. The president shall not be the shiniest of two turds.
Bald eagle is like the American bird, by the way. And shiniest of two turds, we already know where that's going.
I want to like you. Don't talk about change to do it. I thought what was on my brain until I put it went through it.
Just love the delivery here. Princess rap battles, take note. This is how you deliver intense lines. You actually emote and do things. And so he fought for what was on his brain until a bullet went through his brain because he got shot in the brain. I've always loved that line. Such a good line. He's saying that Obama's just talk, doesn't do anything. That's been a recurring theme in this battle because it was very true of Obama's years of presidency. Aside from Obamacare, he really did push that. Nothing else really. And Obamacare wasn't even good. There's this weird halfway hybrid between social healthcare and capitalist healthcare, and you have to go one extreme or the other. Either make healthcare not federally funded or make healthcare entirely federally funded. The in-between stuff is what doesn't work, and Obama is the definition of the in-between stuff. You don't have to get into politics yet.
Hey you, moneybag, your pancake, you flip-flopping it.
You get that pancake flip-flopping in opinions of political things because Romney flip-flopped his views like all politicians tend to.
It's a country, not a company. You can play like Monopoly.
That's a burn, right? Country, not a company. You could play like Monopoly because that's how Mitt Romney would do things. But I mean, to be fair, it worked in Massachusetts. But I don't know if that works on a larger scale.
Properly reach across the aisle and bitch smack you as equals. Of the people, by the people, for the people. Eagle.
Apparently, according to Lloyd, the eagle there was because they couldn't find something to rhyme, and they just randomly, Peter just said eagle, and it couldn't have been more perfect. Of the people, by the people, for the people, eagle. Like, it doesn't get more America than that. It's one of the best endings to a rap battle ever. Abe Lincoln won. We all know that.
Who's next? You decide! Epic! Rap battles of the
It's over. Man, you're noisy today. Will you let me do my outro stuff? I got this. Give me like 2 minutes. Then we'll play. All right, so Abe Lincoln won. It's President's Day. My kid wants to play. So I'm gonna have to get out of here as quickly as possible. This is gonna be a nightmare to edit. But anyway, I hope you had fun with this breakdown rather than reaction, because this is one that I have almost well memorized. I love this battle. So, until next time, I scheme, you scheme, we all scheme for ice cream. Bye!